Hey to our amazing parents and my lovely cuties. You're welcome to our online class with Mrs. Faith. Our topic for today is Jonah and the whale. Jonah and the whale. Okay, before I start our topic properly, let's remind ourselves of the 10 virgins. How many virgins took extra oil? Oh, yes, you're correct. 5 virgins took extra oil. 5 were, yes, wise, and 5 were foolish. So, when the bride would come at midnight, did they open the door for the other 5 that went to get extra oil? Oh, no. And our moral is we should be ready always. Now to our today's topic. Jonah was a prophet. God sent him to preach to the people of Nineveh. But guess what Jonah tried to do? He tried to disobey God. Jonah was afraid to go to Nineveh. He tried to avoid God's plan for him. He found a ship going in the opposite direction of Nineveh and paid the sailors. As the ship sailed away, God sent a great wind and a mighty storm upon the sea. The sailors were scared. They cried and prayed, "Oh God, please forgive me." They called other gods to have mercy upon them. But guess what Jonah was doing? Can you guess? Oh, you're correct. No, you're not. Did you say anything? Oh, Jonah was in the ship sleeping. The sailors suspected that the storm was Jonah's fault and confronted him about it. And he confessed. They asked him, "What shall we do? How do we stop the storm?" Jonah looked out over the side of the ship. He said, "Pick me up and throw me into the sea." The men tried to sail to a safe place, but there was no use. The storm was too strong. So they carried him up and threw him into the water. Suddenly, the storm stopped and the water was calm again. God sent a whale to swallow Jonah. And Jonah remained alive in the belly of the whale for 3 days. For 3 days and 3 nights. He realized his mistake and prayed for forgiveness. God heard his prayer and forgave him. He spoke to the whale and it spit Jonah onto the dry land. And Jonah decided to obey God. Cuties, it's very bad to be disobedient. When you disobey, you'll be punished. And I know my cuties don't want to be punished, isn't it? Okay, I'm not done. Sit down and watch this.
Do you remember what a prophet is?
Someone who delivers messages from God.
Right. Usually prophets were excited to deliver God's message.
Yes, Lord. I'll do that right away.
But this is a story about a prophet who was not. His name was
Jonah.
Jonah was a prophet in Israel, and one day God gave him a new message to share.
Jonah, I have a message for you to deliver.
Yes, God. Right away. Where in Israel do you want me to go? I'm ready.
This message is not for Israel. It's for Nineveh.
Nineveh?
When Jonah heard Nineveh, he was confused, he was scared.
You're kidding, right?
He don't want to go to the city of Nineveh.
Jonah was confused.
I'm a prophet for Israel, not Nineveh. The people of Nineveh are mean bullies, and what if they listen to God's message and say, "We will obey God"? Will God just forgive those mean bullies?
Yes,
didn't
God
want to forgive
forgives.
them?
He is so
Not at
merciful.
all.
Why not?
The thought of God letting them off the hook for all the bad they had done just made Jonah feel sick.
I don't want God to forgive them.
So, what did he do?
I'm out of here.
Jonah ran away.
Oh no! How
Jonah
could he
ran
run away
away
from God?
when God asked him
He
to go
couldn't
to the
leave,
city of
but he
Nineveh.
tried. Since Nineveh was east,
I'm heading west.
and he went so far west that he ended up on the shore, where he found
A ship. Now I don't have to deliver that message. Phew.
But as soon as the ship got out to sea, a huge storm tossed the ship around.
You see, they were all shouting.
And the sailors were scared.
I sure would be.
So the captain called out,
Everyone pray so we don't die.
So what did Jonah do?
nothing.
Nothing.
Yes, nothing.
He was below deck.
He was sleeping.
Sleeping?
Yes, he was
Until the
sleeping.
captain found him.
Hey, wake up. Oh, are we there already? No, we're not there already. We're in the middle of a storm, so you better get up and pray.
They asked him, get up
Jonah
and
felt
pray.
really bad. He couldn't bring himself to pray to God
Oh, why not?
because he felt guilty. He was running from God, and he was pretty sure that God had sent the storm because of him. So he yelled out,
It's my fault. Throw me into the sea, and the storm will stop. Well, okay. Grab it.
Wow,
they
they
threw
threw Jonah into the sea,
and the
and the
storm
sea
stopped.
was calm.
It worked.
Yahoo! Even though Jonah was wrong for running from God, God wasn't trying to hurt Jonah.
He wasn't?
No. Our God is so merciful.
God was trying to give him a second chance. Jonah was running away from God, and God knew it would take something big to turn Jonah around.
So, what did God do?
He sent something as big as a whale.
Can you see this?
You gotta be kidding.
This is a whale.
Swallowed him up.
And the whale swallowed Jonah.
Ooh,
So, I guess that's the end of the story.
not at all. God protected Jonah in the belly of the whale. And inside the belly of that whale, Jonah prayed to God and said,
Okay, God. I know you want me to give those bad people a second chance. Please, give me a second chance too.
and just then,
When Jonah prayed, God
the
answered
whale
his
spit
prayer.
Jonah right out.
Yes,
Ooh, gross!
yes. Our God is so merciful that when you ask for forgiveness, He's always ready to forgive you. I guess you enjoyed our story and you loved what you watched. You've got something to do for me. God sent Jonah to the city of. Yes, okay? Say that to your mom, and your mom will write it down. What swallowed Jonah? And the third one is Jonah stayed in the belly of the whale for how many days? Okay, tell mommy that also. Okay? Thanks for participating in today's class. Bye for now.